Castor Bean. Its glossy, mottled seeds are sometimes strung into bracelets and necklaces, and the plant itself is grown ornamentally for its broad, dramatic leaves. Few people handling either the jewelry or the plant realize that a single seed contains ricin, one of the most potent toxins found in nature. A fully chewed and digested seed can be lethal to an adult, though whole seeds swallowed without broken sometimes pass through the digestive system harmlessly. That narrow margin is the main reason poisonings from this widely available garden plant remain as rare as they are. Nearly every part of this evergreen shrub, from the needles to the seeds, contains taxin alkaloids capable of stopping a heart within hours of ingestion. Despite that, it remains one of the most commonly planted hedges in parks, gardens, and cemeteries around the world, prized for how densely it grows and how well it holds its shape. The only non-toxic part of it is the soft red flesh surrounding each seed, and even that becomes dangerous once the seed inside is chewed rather than swallowed whole. Livestock deaths from grazing too close to yew hedges have been documented in multiple countries. Poison ivy. Most people believe it releases a poison that spreads through touch, but the plant contains no true poison at all. It's oil, urushi oil, that triggers allergic reaction in the skin's immune cells, and that reaction can appear years after someone first comes into contact with it. Sensitivity often develops slowly, so a person can handle the plant repeatedly without any symptoms until their body suddenly starts reacting. The rash itself isn't contagious either. Even though new blisters, appearing days apart, can make it look that way, what actually happens is that oil trapped under fingernails or on clothing keeps spreading to new patches of skin long after the first contact. Lily of the Valley. Its bell-shaped white flowers show up in wedding bouquets and spring gardens across much of the world, which makes its danger easy to overlook. Every part of the plant, from the leaves to the roots, contain a compound called convalatoxin that interferes with the heart's electrical rhythm. Even the water left in a vase after the cut flowers have been withered can carry enough of the toxin to cause illness, particularly in small children or pets that drink from it. Gardeners have grown it for centuries purely for its fragrance and appearance, often with little awareness of what the plant is capable of. Rhubarb leaves. The stalk is a familiar ingredient in pies and jams, tart, and perfectly safe to eat. And that familiarity is exactly what makes the leaves so easy to underestimate. They contain a concentrated oxalic acid, a compound that can strain or damage the kidneys if enough of it is consumed. Most recorded poisonous trace back to wartime shortages when people cooked the leaves as a substitute for the stalks during periods when food was scarce. Modern cases are rare, largely because the plant's reputation has spread through gardening circles over time. Foxglove. Tall spires of purple, bell-shaped flowers have made this plant a fixture of cottage gardens for generations. It also happens to be the original source of digoxin, a heart medication still prescribed today to help regulate irregular heartbeats. The line between remedy and poison here is a matter of dose. Too little does nothing.
For example, nothing.
The right amount can stabilize a struggling heart, and too much can stop one. Poisoning cases usually happen when the leaves are picked early in the season and mistaken for comfrey or similar edible greens growing nearby. Angel's Trumpet. It's enormous. Drooping flowers hang like trumpets from the branches, often releasing their strongest scent after dark. The plant produces scopolamine and entropin, compounds capable of causing vivid hallucinations, along with a racing heart and dangerously high body temperature. Its striking appearance has made it a popular ornamental choice in warm climates, even as its history includes documented cases of intentional misuse. Accidental poisonings are less common than deliberate ones, but the effects in either case can be difficult to predict or control. Oleander. Landscapers plant it along highways and around resorts because it tolerates heat, drought, and poor soil better than almost anything else available. That same hardiness means enormous numbers of people pass close to it every day without a second thought. Every part of the plant carries toxic compounds, and even the smoke from burning its trim branches has caused illness in people nearby. There are documented cases of poisoning from people using its stripped stems as skewers for food over a campfire, unaware of what they were cooking with. Poison hemlock. This plant carries centuries of historical weight, most famously linked to the execution of the philosopher Socrates. It still grows today alongside roads, ditches, and riverbanks in much of the world, often standing close to edible relatives like wild carrot and parsley. Its clusters of white, small flowers look almost identical to those harmless plants, which has led to accidental poisonings amongst foragers who mistake one for the other. The toxin responsible, quinine, disrupts the nervous system's control over muscles, including the ones needed for breathing.